Hi and welcome to this video. I'm going to show you my sketchbook today. So this is the second sketchbook I finished and it's a Moleskine watercolor sketchbook I'm going to show you today. And I do want to apologize for my voice because I do have a cold, so if my voice is more annoying than normal, that's kind of why. So I did decorate the front page, or the front cover I mean, with a few different stickers from a few different people, and I'm going to link them in the description if you want to check some of them out. But I really like this look, and I know a lot of other people did or do. So I did start this in October 2018, but I basically had a 1-year break from it. So I'm gonna see if I can find where I started again. Let's see. So yeah, around here you can see this first part here is from 2018 to like somewhere in 2019, and this is what I've done this year when I picked it up again. So it's been going on for a while, but I had a huge break, and I've been working with a few different mediums in this book that I'm going to show you, so I hope that will be fun. The first page I did was this. I did a eye study, so I did some with just pencil and with fine liner and then in acrylic right here. And I really like trying out different mediums, so it's really fun. Let's see if I can kind of show you how it looks from the right side. Next I did a little hand study, and this is again just in pencil and kind of smudged a bit all over the place. And I did this one, and this is just some pattern. It didn't really have a meaning or a reason to it. So this is all fine liner. You can see it's all dotted in. Hopefully you can see that. And then I just used some watercolor in the background. Here I did a watercolor background, and then I just drew some cats. Basically this one turned out terrible, so I wanted to fill it in, and now it looks even worse. I did this little painting in acrylic. As you can see, it's Wall-E and Eve from the Disney Pixar movie Wall-E. Really like how this turned out. I know I spent a lot of time on this. And next up, this is actually a later drawing. I did this face one over here, which is just a face and then some red paint. And this red paint, you can see a bit here, stained this page. So I left it untouched for forever until this year when I got some Posca marker, and I just placed this extra paper in here and did this drawing. And this is just a little drawing of Stockholm. Yeah. Here I did a little fine line drawing, so this is a scene from the movie Howl's Moving Castle, and this is just his castle, and kind of fun like that one. I did a small study right here, so this is just watercolor, and then I tried to do this one in watercolor too, but it didn't turn out so great. So the watercolor is, the background is watercolor, and then I did the kiwi in acrylic paint so I could paint over the failed attempt I did. Here again is something, I don't think this is like a smudge page, but I think I started something. I did like a green background and then I never finished it, so I just used this for this little paper where I tried to do some shapes with my Posca markers, and I just like the colors. Here I did another fine line drawing, and then I just inked this whole background in. Again, this is all dotted and with some lines. Again, some watercolor, just a watercolor painting of a pie, because pie is good. And oops, I did this heart drawing, or painting at least, I mean, and really like how this turned out. I spent a lot of time with it, and that's, I think, one of the things I missed later on when I did all my things, or like drawings and paintings this year, is I didn't do any like longer studies in this book. Basically because I moved on to painting on canvases, so this is one of those things I really like in this book. I did this little random, again, fine liner dot drawing, which kind of looks a bit unfinished because I think it's kind of is. And again, just a acrylic painting. I'm having a hard time with talking today. from Transformers. And then I just did this one, which is just fine liner and then some paint. Again, no reason. I did this eye study in watercolor, and also this page could probably fill it up, but this was one of the last ones I did before having my long break in this book, and I just never got back to this page. In here is where I started up again. I want to just try to get into drawing or painting, drawing and painting a bit, so I just drew this with fine liner and watercolor. So I first did watercolor and then I draw on top of that. And here I did some smaller, again, drawings with watercolor and fine liner. I have a video on, not this one, but the later pages in the same theme. So I did some bird studies. So I first did them in pencil and then I painted some. And I think these are the ones that I have a video on if you want to take a look at how this got to looking like this. So I really like this page. I love all the colors and I had a really fun time. So I just did some quick drawings and then filled in the birdies. And I think I also did this page on camera. And I really want to do something like this again, just like dive deep in like one kind of animals and just use a lot of colors because I really like how this turned out. Here I did like a throwback to some of my old art, so I did some fine liners and just some colorings. And yeah, so this is a tongue and some mushrooms, an eye and some mushrooms and some mushrooms. Oops, sorry. And this little weird face right here in fine liners. So you can see in this sketchbook I'm trying out a lot of different mediums and different styles and such because I haven't really found my own yet. I haven't found something that I loved so much that I'm gonna stick to it at the moment. So this is just a lot of trying. And here again is where I got my Posca paints. So I drew like a ton of these little paintings. So here's some cats and some sceneries. Here are some more sceneries and I really like this color combo. And then I just did some happy fruits because, like, you know, this kind of cutesy style that you see a lot of illustrators do. I really love it, but I just can't get it to work for me. Maybe if I tried harder, but it's just not something that sticks with me and something that I enjoy practicing. I just really like the look of it in other artists, and yeah. Again, some cats in some scenery. I'm sorry if I'm hitting the camera all the time, but my camera stand is right here and it's kind of hard when I have to turn the book all the time. And here's a unicorn whale. And here are some cats. I really like these ones actually. I did post this little one on Instagram in the middle of the virus outbreak because I kind of thought this was the mood I was in at the moment. Here I did some mushroom studies, and again I really like trying out some different mediums in the same kind of theme. So this is actually gouache. I think this is the first gouache painting I did, and I really like how this turned out. Somehow I never got gouache to work that well for me again, so I really need to try some more and work a bit more on it. And here's just some Posca pens and some fine liners and some pens. Here I did some hearts again because I probably looked through my first heart. So here's Posca pens, and this is gouache, kind of doesn't look that great, and then just fine liner. Here I did a little drawing from Ponyo, and just like these little extra hands I did. Again, just trying out the markers, and not the greatest thing in the world, but I like it. And here I'm trying some gouache again. I really like mushroom. I think this right here was the beginning of my mushroom obsession. I've been doing so many mushrooms these last few weeks because I really like the green and the red. I just really like the color combo. So yeah, that's my mushroom over there. And here I did a little, again, sorry, Totoro drawing, which I thought was kind of fun to do. And it, of course, smeared this side of the page, or this side of the book. So I cut some paper and just do a little drawing, little landscape drawing. And here I did some drawing from some Studio Ghibli movies. Again, this is from Ponyo. This is the like water house they live in, and this is where the whole town kind of flooded. So it was just quick, easy, and I do think this is gouache again. I really wanted to get gouache to work, and I think I need to go and give it another try because I really like the medium itself. I just haven't really figured it out yet. Here I did a little Posca duckling, and this duck is actually drawn from a picture of my brother's real life little baby duck when they were little babies. So I really like this one. Of course, again, some mushrooms and the different mediums. This is all again dotted, and I wanted to do 2 of them in the beginning, but after I did this one, I quickly gave up and I didn't want to do anymore. And just do some more. And here I just want to do some patterns. So again, this is Posca and fineliner, and this is all Posca right here. And here I did a little thumbnail study for a painting that I wanted to do, and I did start this painting and I did finish it, but it looks nothing like this at all. So yeah, but it was good to do, kind of see how I wanted to try it. And here I did like these little blob things. I think you see a lot of people do in this sketchbook where you just do a little blob and then kind of fill it out and do some shapes. And I did a few and then I got tired and didn't want to do anymore because I think they all look terrible. So I kind of gave up on that idea. And here I started playing Pokemon Go again, got super obsessed, so I had to stop. So I did a few Pokemons again in Posca pens, and here I did these ones were actually my favorites, and then the page got all smudged from the gouache on this side. So I did a little landscape study right here, and actually like kind of how I did this very quickly, but I really like how this looks. Again, I like all the bright colors, and looking through this book I decided I really need to go and try out my gouache again. That's that spread. And here again I did some mini studies. So here I did some guinea pigs, so I did some Posca ones, and then just with a fine liner or ball pen, I'm not sure. And here I did a little bunny study, and I really like how this turned out. This one is the first one I did, and it's so cute, and I really like this. Not sure if this is gouache. This might be gouache too, not sure. And here I did a terrible attempt on a giant bunny. I kind of gave up halfway through and just, yeah, this is what happened. Also tried to paint a face. I've never painted a face, I think, and this was just my kind of attempt to figure out how a face look, and as you can see it's not impressive at all, so let's ignore that. Again here just a quick little drawing, and this I think was when I looked through my previous sketchbook, and I did a lot of these kind of things where you do something in fine liner, then just fill it in a gray and then fill out the background color. And yeah, I did a lot of these in my last sketchbook. Here is a Posca drawing, and this was a study for a painting that I want to do, and I started the painting and quickly realized I did not like it at all, so I kind of painted over that, and so that painting does not exist, but it exists here in this little sketchbook, and this is from Old Town in Stockholm. Here are some, again, dogs and cats and bunnies, me trying to do cute stuff and failing utterly. Here I did a study, or not a study, but like thumbnailing for some paintings that I wanted to do, and I actually did 2 of them. I really wanted to do a skull and some flowers, and I've done 2 of these, and they're both up on my Instagram if you want to see that. And I picked this one, but only did half a face, or not the jaw, the skull with flowers, and then like this sideways skull and a lot of flowers here. So I need to pick one more to do. Yeah, that's what I got so far, but I really like how this turned out too, and I really like how you can prepare for a painting like this. Here I did some parrots, and I wanted to do like a lot of parrots and then like do them in the background and just fill the whole page, but that didn't happen. I got tired. So yeah, these are just two parrots that are totally, utterly not size comparable, because this is like a giant parrot and this is like a smaller one, but this one is bigger in my drawing. I don't know why, it just happened. I did a quick little painting or drawing, just some flowers. I wanted to try to like combine a few shapes, and I think this was actually like part of me processing my skull painting, because I did use a few of these ideas in the skull painting itself. And here again is a little thumbnailing for a painting I did, and this painting I actually did. Unfortunately, I think this drawing looks better than the painting. It was not a favorite painting of mine. It kind of looks a bit, not the best, but I really like this little drawing I did. So that's something at least. I did this little landscape picture. I really like this one too. I really like drawing landscapes with Posca, maybe not so much characters and stuff, so maybe I need to refocus a bit, but I really like this one. I really like all the layers and such. And here I did some little pencil drawings for some Posca ideas that I wanted to draw. So I'm not sure how well you can see this, but just some carrot cakes, some carrots, some ice creams and donuts and stuff. And here's the first one I did, which is, of course, is carrot cakes. And the composition is very unbalanced, but yeah, that's happened sometimes. And here I just did a Budapest pastry, I think it's called, ice cream, and a apple pie. And then I did this one actually, which is some kind of banana pastry. I'm not sure if this is called banana pastries, but I really like this one, how this turned out. And then I did another one of these little drawings, animal studies. I think this is has an own video too. And this is squash, and I really like the colors of this one. I had started out with doing all these green and brown ones, and I'm like, oh, I need some colors, and then I get one super colorful one, so it looks a bit lonely. And then I just draw a mini landscape, and this is actually another idea that I got for a painting. Not sure if I'm gonna do like this part of the concepts, but I really want to do like this side, so I see how that goes. And that's basically my whole sketchbook. And yeah, I do hope you like this. I will leave a link to my first sketchbook tour I did here like a few weeks ago, which was actually my first sketchbook to finish ever, and my first sketchbook ever to own in like when I was not a little kid, like 5 years old, and having a sketchbook. So yeah, I hope you will like this, and I really enjoy flipping through this. You can see little fatness here. To see like progress and things I need to revisit and try again. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you thought it was a good one, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Take care. Bye.